That's right. Welcome to the Off Base Podcast, the podcast carefully crafted to remind you to suck a fat one if you think you are the only one, because you're not. I'm not. I am your host. I'm the Rocky Mountain no-name Jackass. It is 41 degrees in the city of Aurora at 7:56 in the a.m. on January 7th, 2021. It is chaw time. And of course, the part of the podcast that every female likes. The spitting of the tobacco. That is so disgusting. Yeah, I know. But here we go. Heading back to base. First thing I got to note is the rise in temperature. So since the beginning of the year, we have been experiencing basically single digits for like the first 4, 5, 6 days here. And the fact that it's 41 degrees is hysterical, because when we were living in Texas and Florida, 41 degrees, man, you went outside with the jacket, the gloves, the scarf. It's cold. But I walked outside this morning to warm up the car to get the kids ready to go to school, and I was like, oh man, this feels great. This feels awesome. It's like we were going to the beach. No, it's funny. Relative perspectives. The relativity of your perspective. To a Coloradan, this is a heat wave here in the winter, but to somebody living in the South, it's fucking freezing. Got a wonderful, wonderful night's sleep last night. Went to bed 8:30, got up 4:45. Beautiful. Roughly 8 hours. Man, I feel great. That is one of the things that I'm trying to establish here as a pattern for 2022, because my sleep patterns have been so shitty for the last 2 to 3 years. I know why. Don't want to necessarily discuss them now, but I'll just again tout the benefits of the good night's sleep and how important it is to re-regulate, reset, recover all the re's for your body. I mentioned this a couple days ago, but just go on YouTube, search for Matthew Walker. He's a sleep specialist from the University of California, Berkeley. Man, he'll set you straight on how to maximize your sleep. And a lot of the podcasts that I've seen him on, just the data that he has on how a good night's sleep just maximizes your performance throughout the day. And I'm not talking about athletic performance, but just in general performance in all aspects, and how important that it is. Speaking of athletic performance, stepson and I went to the gym yesterday. We are nearing the end of phase 2. And yesterday was our combo workout, where we did our 5 basic strength exercises, but then also immediately after do a combination movement. So right after pull-ups, we do chin-ups. Right after chin-ups, you do dumbbell curls for the biceps. And then right after we do our squats, we do calf raises. And then right after we do bench press, we do incline dumbbell presses. Right after deadlifts, we do a Superman banana. And then right after doing clean and jerks, we do a lateral shoulder raise with stiff elbows. And the prior night, I got horrendous sleep. We went to bed about 9:30, and I was woken up at about 2:30. Got about 5 hours. It's horrible. We got woken up at 2:30 because we got a snowstorm, and our maintenance crew on base, man, I'm telling you, it's guys are fucking awesome. They're Johnny on the spot. And they start plowing at about 2:30. And the unfortunate thing about it is that all kinds of light came into our room. I'm very thankful that they plowed because I didn't have to do it. Fucking hate doing that shit. But yeah, they plowed. Light came in to basically the entire house. My stepson, he was telling me that the plows were waking him up at around the same time that I woke up. So I got up, went to the bathroom, got a drink of water, tried to fall back asleep, but couldn't do it. So I just got up and started my day at around 3, which is kind of sucky. And it ended up impacting me when we went to the gym later on, because all the exercises that I was crushing on Monday, now I had to experience. Sorry, I was adjusting my temperatures here in the car. I crushed all the exercises on Monday, but yesterday I was struggling big time on a lot of them. Didn't come anywhere near the levels of repetitions that I wanted to get out, particularly on the chin-ups, man, because I have been getting 10 chin-ups, and that's my goal in the sets, is to get to 10, and then when I can comfortably do 10, then you bump it up to 11, and then you bump it up to 12. Well, on combo days though, I've been trying to do 8 chin-ups. We do 3 sets of chin-ups followed by dumbbell curls, which it's gonna blast your biceps because chin-ups have the reverse grip movement. So we allow 2 minutes in between sets so that the biceps can recover. The correct, I forget what it's called. Was it lactic acid? Don't allow for a lot of lactic acid buildup. Let that subside so that then you can start the second set. So I did 8 chin-ups and then curled 10 times, 20 pounds with the dumbbells. But then when I got to my second set, I was like, oh shit. I think I only got like 6.5. I was like, what the fuck? Because on Monday I was doing very well with my chin-ups. So I was kind of pissed off about that. And then we went over to squats. And then on my last set of squats, I also was struggling. I was like, fuck. And then same thing happened on the bench. Deadlifts were good. But my clean and jerks were actually pretty good. I was doing kettlebell clean and jerks because something was fucked up with my left shoulder. So I didn't want to use the barbell, so I wanted to isolate, because it turns out my right shoulder is actually stronger than my left. So I want to try to bring those guys back into alignment, so I'm doing only a singular, because if you do it with the barbell, then all of a sudden my right shoulder is going to dominate the movement. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to bring everything back into alignment, back into balance, as Mr. Miyagi would say. Daniel-san, find the balance. But anyway, I'm feeling great because, like I said, I'm trying to establish that really solid 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night for 2022. I really want to make life better for myself. And who wouldn't? Good sleep, good diet, good exercise, good family relationships, being open to the fact that you might be fucking wrong. Seeing things from other perspectives, opening up your field of view, periphery, trying to do more with my job. We'll see how this is going. So far, it's off to a good start. But by the time the end of January comes into play, my hope is that the habits have formed and that the discipline is what takes over for the remaining 11 months of the year. And I got to say, those first 3 things that I had mentioned, they really will color all other aspects of your life: sleep, diet, and exercise. My wife, she touts the benefits of exercise all the time, and just getting out there and getting your blood pumping. I forget what chemical is released, but it's one that in general makes you happier. I mean, You don't find depressed people working out, 2-3 hours a day. I mean, that's a bit extreme for people our age, but depressed people don't work out. Happy people work out. So exercise gives you that. People who sleep well, they're happy as well. In general, man, just regulating the body's chemicals. So, looking forward, we've got, my stepson's got his basketball team, he's in the pep band. They're playing tonight. The basketball team's got a doubleheader. So he's staying after school. And as soon as my wife comes home, we'll get a little chow. And then head over to his game. And then tomorrow we're working the Broncos game. And Broncos are playing the Chiefs. KC. I was a KC fan way back in the day because of one particular man. And unfortunately, I stopped following football when I got into undergraduate because I had so much other shit going on in undergraduate. I didn't really have time to watch a whole hell of a lot of sports. That's when sports started to fall off for me. I didn't watch it as much. But my main man back in the day was the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. Don't know, what ended up happening to him, but in the early parts of his career, that dude was just a fucking monster. He was like a moving brick wall. Unbelievable to watch him play. Anyway, KC now, they got Patrick Mahomes. And, of course, his boy Kelsey. And so we'll see what the Chiefs end up doing against the Broncos mañana. Now, when I say we're going to work the game, we're working concessions. So we're able to hear everything that's going on. And I love when the Broncos are on defense, man. The last game that we worked, crowd they get behind that team really, really well. And the game that we worked, it was also when that young kid, and by young I mean like, mid-30s, the wide receiver had passed away. And the whole, a lot of people who were walking around the stadium were wearing his jersey. I forgot his name. But it was great for Denver to get a win on that day. So we'll see what happens here week 18 against the Chiefs. Pretty excited for that. And then Sunday we got a free day. We don't have anything planned. I'm probably going to do a mixed grill for everybody. Kids used to love when I would do a mixed grill when we were back in either Texas or Florida. We'd throw steaks on the grill, pork chops. Actually, to be more specific, it was a special kind of beef rib, and then pork ribs, and I'd throw chicken on the grill as well, and some sausages. So we're probably going to do some type of fried chicken, and then I got this griddle on the stove at home where I'll make I found pork ribs at the commissary yesterday, and probably do some kind of steak, maybe throw in some shrimp as well. Just have a real nice Sunday afternoon dinner and just pick at it for the rest of the day. Last night, though, I made the chili. The chili's one of my favorite ones to make because it'll last us 2-3 days. And 4 out of 5 members of my family eat it. My stepdaughter won't go near it. Don't know why. But there you go. It's a 3 chili where I put jalapenos, roasted reds, and roasted poblanos in it. And it's great because my son and stepson have no idea that those items are actually in the chili. So they eat it anyway, because kids are so funny, right? As soon as they know something that's in a dish and they don't like that certain something, then all of a sudden they don't like the dish. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not the only one, right? At least I don't think. The main thing with our kids, though, that they can't stand, not a single one of them, and it'll change. You know it changes. It changed for you as you grew up, is green stuff. Doesn't matter what the green stuff is. Oh, God damn. Colorado air is so fucking dry. Jesus Christ. I end up pulling out some pretty nasty boogers, which I'm not going to do on the podcast. I mean, unless you people want to try to zoom in on this picture. I don't know why you would. But anyway, green stuff. One of the most hated foods in our family, green stuff. Even something as simple as like finishing off a pasta, chopping up some parsley and sprinkling it over the top. Oh, green stuff. Or even putting like Italian seasoning into a sauce, like a spaghetti sauce. No, I don't like the green stuff. Yesterday it was green onions. My wife and I fucking love green onions. Sprinkling them on top of chili. And then I asked the kids, I know what their answer is going to be, but I asked them anyway, hey, you guys want some green onions on top? Hey, green stuff. They don't like green stuff. But we know as adults, green stuff is it's not only good for you, but some of that green stuff is pretty goddamn delicious. For example, I'm going to tout the benefits of cabbage again. Cabbage is fucking fantastic. Green cabbage in particular. I use red cabbages more for slaw, but green cabbages, woo, so good for your gut health. At least from what I've watched on YouTube from diet experts. And probably 4 or 5 times a week, I'm definitely going to have it today. I have for lunch, I have a 12 to 16 ounce chicken breast, diced up, cooked up, and boiled with some cabbage and jalapeno peppers. It's basically a vegetable ramen. And by vegetable, I just mean instead of eating the noodles, I substitute the shredded cabbage for it. It's fucking phenomenal. And it doesn't leave me feeling full and bloated at the end of the day. So if you're looking for an alternative to ramen and you like ramen noodles, dude, substitute the noodles with cabbage, green cabbage, shredded green cabbage. It's fucking fantastic. After you drain it off, after it's cooked, after you boil it for about 6-7 minutes, drain off the water, put it in a bowl, dump soy sauce over it, and then chicken stock. And then I usually put green onions in there, maybe French fried onions as well. It's fucking fantastic. And 2 soft-boiled eggs, so you get that nice runny yolk. We're already back on base, man. What the hell was I talking about for the last 17 and a half minutes? Just flew by. I like it. Stay focused out there, everybody. I actually haven't seen Moto Man yet this year. We've had 4 days of driving in and out with the kids, dropping them off at school. Haven't seen Moto. Hope I see him soon. Let's get it scanned. Good morning.
How are you?
Very well.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. That's right, people. Very well. I'm telling you, man, that good night's sleep. And now that I'm back on the ketogenic diet as well, the other thing that works well with a good night's sleep and keto, and I've said it before, is getting rid of the afternoon lull, where, you know, if you're eating carbs and you have carbs for lunch, you get that period around 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, where you feel like taking a nap. If you're on keto, man, and you're using fats as your fuel, slower burning fuel will just fucking, you'll sail through the afternoon. Same thing happened to me yesterday. Sailed right through the afternoon. And looking forward to doing that again today. So here we are. There is Denver in the foreground. We got a beautiful view of the mountains this morning. We actually went, when I was taking the kids, stopped over at the gas station here on base just to clean off my windshield. I got to get the motor fixed for my washer fluid. And the sun wasn't fully up yet. But of course, mountains are taller than, you know, regular land. Whatever the fuck that means. So the mountains were actually capturing the sunrise, but we couldn't see the sun just yet. And ended up coloring the mountains with like this beautiful pink hue. And that was just a wonderful way to start today. I mean, our entire car was looking over at the mountains going, holy shit, that is beautiful. And it was. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. One day I'll show you the view that I see coming back into base every morning. But for the time being, I'll let you imagine it. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay focused, stay smart, stay rested, eat well, exercise, and I'll smell you on Monday.